Hey guys, so here we got another project. This is a 70 Monte Carlo that we're actually doing some repairs to. Client had a retro modern 2-knob radio in it. The thing with that, especially the one that he bought, it doesn't have a ton of features as far as the adjusting of the audio, the sound quality and all that. We ended up putting in an aftermarket deck, and let's show you. All right, so a lot of times we try to advise clients against cutting the dash, because obviously it takes away from the originality of the vehicle. But as far as functionality, there's nothing like an aftermarket radio right here, because we've done them where we've mounted them in the glove box, we've mounted them underneath the dashboard, built a console. But some clients don't want that. They want a functional vehicle. This is not a concourse car. This is his daily driver. He drives it. He wants to enjoy it. He wants all the creature comforts. They've retrofitted power windows, power locks. Again, they've modified it. This used to be a bench and it's now buckets and a floor shifter. So again, it's not an original car, but it's his car and he wants to use it the way he wants to use it and enjoy it. So the nice thing about putting an aftermarket radio is now we have Bluetooth, you know, we have USB, we have everything right at your fingertips. This radio also has much more capabilities when it comes to the crossovers, EQ settings than you can get out of, let's say, one of those retro style 2-knob radios. Again, not our first choice, but if it's a functional vehicle or a car that you just, you know, it's just your driver and you just want to enjoy it, this is definitely a great option. Another thing that we did is he has an alarm on it, basic alarm, so it just does lock and unlock. He had this already, but it didn't have a kill switch, right? So one of the main things that you want on an old school is some form of a kill switch, right? Because these cars are super easy to steal. I mean, it basically takes nothing to steal something like this, a screwdriver and a minute or so. We have two main recommendations for cars like this. It's a kill switch and some form of a tracker that's hidden somewhere in the vehicle. Reason being is, first, you want to obviously try to keep them from taking it at all. But if they do take it some kind of way by pushing it, towing it, whatever, you want a way to find it, right? So that's where the tracker comes in. So we have a bunch of options as far as doing hidden kill switches. We're obviously not going to show you, but this vehicle has one. So right now, the kill switch is on. And so if I turn the key, as you can see, the dash lights up. It does all the right noises and everything, but the car does not crank, right? So now I'm gonna turn the switch on or turn the kill switch off. And now, car starts right up, right? So it's a really effective way. It's a very old school, but very effective way of protecting an old school car, right? This is very simple, very low tech, but it's very difficult to find and get around. So definitely one of the #1 things we recommend on these vehicles is, again, a kill switch and some form of tracker, hidden tracker that's buried in the vehicle somewhere. We actually had clients that have recovered vehicles because of the trackers that we've hidden in the vehicles. So just something to keep in mind if you have an old school or a new school. It doesn't even matter. But for these cars, because they're so easy to steal, we definitely recommend that at least at a minimum. So on a lot of these vehicles, people are thinking, okay, we can't put drone. Drone is a tracking app. It does other functions in a modern car, like it'll lock, remote start the car. And we can add that to the old vehicle minus the starter, obviously, because it's a non-fuel injected vehicle. And now if it's been converted to fuel injection, you can remotely start your car from your watch, from your phone, from a computer, anywhere. So and the drone also allows us the ability to track the vehicle. So then you get the best of all worlds. Like that, in our situation, that's the ideal. It's because now the app does everything. It locks it, it unlocks it, starts it, stops it, tracks it, tells you if the battery's low. I mean, basically everything, and it's all done on your phone. So it makes it super functional. That's the ideal situation, but not all clients want to go through all that. We have a solution for you if you want to protect your vehicle.